Well, this is gonna have to do for now. And after the rain, I'll well, that container might be too full after the rain, but I'm gonna have to take a piece of that off and so it could be worked. Or just leave well enough alone. It's fine the way it is. I'm done. Still no leaks. Thank you, Father. Here I go. My mind is concocting up something again. But what I'm standing here, the rain has slacked up now. And what I'm standing here thinking about is now I could either invest in another dumpster, garbage can, or I can repair the trash can that I have, but it has it had major leaks, so I use it for something else. But what I'm standing here thinking about is now, just as I made that attachment for the water hose, I'm thinking of now when this get full, then what? So, just as I made that attachment with the water hose, I can make an attachment with some other type of, I don't know if it's PVC or PCP, whatever it's called, one of those, something else that once that trash can dumpster get full, I could put an attachment at the top of it on the side and let it run into another container dumpster. This could be the main catcher, and once it gets full, it can overflow into another. I would want to get a bigger dumpster trash can like this one though, where it can overflow into it. Cause this dumpster here, it's full to the max, and the one up under there, that green one there, it's full to the max. And now the question is, when that gets full, am I going to be done? But I'm considering adding an attachment on the side for the overflow, and that would be up top and extend out to where it can run into another container. Woo, boy, food for thought. I'm going to go ahead and try to accomplish repairing this other container trash can dumpster because hey, 30, 60, how much ever at this time, I'm not sacrificing. I could spend something else on something else. But before I learned about my rain catching, this this was probably my first one I bought. It was on unleveled ground. It was on top of rocks. And by it being on unleveled ground, it made a major hole crack. Just took out the whole bottom of this. And this is hot glue. Yeah, it took out the whole bottom. So there was no repairing it. I went on and turned it into grass clippings, the whole stuff like that. But then, now that I have the hot glue gun, I mean the silicone, and also using the hot glue gun, I can repair this. Can repair it. So I've just made myself another project. And then I'm going to put an extension at the top of it so the water can overflow No, I'm going to put it at the top of that one so the water can overflow into this one. So that's what I'm doing today. Now, on the inside, I have only the silicone, and on the outside, I have silicone on the inside of this and then the hot glue on the outside. So it's two layers. The first layer is silicone up against the dumpster, and then hot glue gun on the outside layer. And it had to do that whole bottom because this whole part got cracked from being on unlevel ground with all of that water in it. So now it's gonna be, I'm going to pour water in it, and it is on a level ground right now because it will be placed up on top of tile. Once I get everything stationed here, it's going to be on top of tile. But now I'm going to pour some water in here and see if it leaks. Okay, I got water inside of the container, and now I'm going to come back in a few and see if it's leaking or not. And the other part of the plan is to put a another attachment at the top of the garbage can. And I thought this was rubber, but it is sort of that, it feels like a PVC, but I don't know what kind of pipe this is, but I've got to find something to cut and make a hole up at the top of the dumpster, and then that way once that one gets full, it can overflow into this one. That's the plan anyway. I'm just gonna have to be patient. I can't go further with my little project because this is about half full, and the container up under here is very full, and I can't budge it. I'm not going to be able to budge it. And the water, it's not leaking. It's been about 15 minutes. Why does my camera keep cutting off? But anyway, it's been about 15 minutes. The water in here is still, it hasn't leaked any at all. So, but I would love to get this over there and get the hole cut in that dumpster and get a piece of this cut off that it could be used to overflow the water into this one. But until I get that green one out of the way and get the water out of there, I'm not going to be able to go further. So I just have to be patient. All right, I did get almost half of the water out of that container, and I put it inside of that bin, and now I can pull this over, roll this over, and put it in that corner. So let me try now. I see an issue right now. This here is not level. It's like 1/4 of an inch not level to this or these. And I know that if it's not level, it will push up the bottom of that garbage can and possibly loosen the caulk and stuff that I have, hot glue stuff that I have at the bottom. So now I've got to figure out how to level this, and maybe I'll put just keep adding cardboard till it's level. Let me try that. All right, it's heavy still, with a little more than half of a garbage can full. I did pull it out of the way, and I had to move the swing over. Now I have the dumpster in place, and so now I'm going to find out if it's going to leak. I put in the water again, so I'll find out if there are any more leaks going to come by me replacing the water back in. And I do have cardboard up under here trying to basically level the bottom of the dumpster. I do have cardboard up under there. And now this is probably 3/4 of a way full, and I want to be able to put a hole there and put a piece of this here tubing here in there, so the water can come out overflowing into the other dumpster. So now I'm going to ask my neighbor if he could cut this and also cut a hole in the garbage can. But I'm going to have to now empty all of that water out of there, find out how to empty or what to put the rest of the water in. It's almost coming together. Well, I'm going to empty the dumpster like this and then pour that water inside of here so I could get a hole cut inside of the top of the dumpster. Boy, I tell you, when God see you making steps towards whatever we're doing, He will help fill in the gaps, working with what we have. I'm working with what I have. I have no funds to buy the commercial, practical things of what I'm trying to do, so I'm working with what I have. And sure enough, my neighbor cut this hose, and now all I have to do is put silicone in between it so it doesn't leak, and then when this gets full, it will overflow into this dumpster. And so then I have my station of 3 rain containers. 3 rain containers. 1, 2, 3. And that one is filled to the max. And then all of these are the extra. Those are the extras. But yes, my little rain catcher station it's coming. So I have put the silicone on the tubing, and now I can go ahead and try to put it on top of the table here. Oh shoot, I don't want to break it up because it's got to dry. Okay, let me see. So, and I had to level my table, had to level everything, make sure everything is leveled. But there's that one for the water hose when I get ready to attach it again. And the top tubing, and it's going to flow right inside of there. When the water come out, it right in there. And I was just alerted that it's not going to rain for maybe another 4 or 5 days, but until then, I still have a whole lot of rainwater that needs to be used. So this is my rain catcher station. Mission accomplished.